I wanna visit all the places nobody goes. I wanna teach all the things that nobody knows. I wanna grow wings, leave the coop, learn to fly. Bungee jump from the tallest building in Dubai. I wanna fly around town in my UFO. I wanna eat real food, not the GMOs. I wanna make moves, call the shots like the boss. I wanna love like I never lost.
Welcome back to Desertwood Days. And today you're going to be excited because we have a medical esthetician here, a local entrepreneur, Ms. Nadjege Casimir. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. I love what you're doing because, you know, there are so many people out here that are dealing with skin issues that they don't know how to control and how to take care of. And I know myself, I've used so many different products over the years. Waste of money, a waste of time. And you know what? No one ever said, hey, this is what you should do. You're doing this wrong, or you should go see this person. So we want to talk about that today because being an entertainer, we have a camera in our face quite often. And that camera is picking up all that's going wrong here. So you're going to help some people today, I'm sure.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Now, Dad, you have a spa. It's called Look Better Naked Spa.
That's right.
Okay. First off, where'd that name come from?
Honestly, so my original name used to be La Studio de la Dej, and nobody could pronounce it. You know, my name is a very complicated name to begin with. So I thought of finding a way to make it easier for clients to find me. And that would just like stick to their head. And so I came up with the fact that I do make people look better naked. So that's kind of where the name stemmed from.
I love that. I love that.
Pretty bold, but it's cool.
It is bold, but if you look good naked, I mean, just imagine how you feel when you have all your clothes on. I mean, it's just like that. You're just shining like a diamond out there. So tell us about Look Better Naked Spa and some of the services that you're offering to our audience.
Okay, so I pretty much offer anything from head to toe. So I take care of scalp, problems, psoriasis, eczema. I take care of the growth if you have balding. I take care of ingrown hairs. I do a lot of facials ranging from pampering to more clinical where you want to correct something. I also do body, anything that has to do with skin, and mind you, scalp is skin. Yes. I can fix.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Do you see predominantly females, or do you have a lot of male clients?
Everybody,
also?
Men, children, women, our elders, anyone that most people tend to have skin issues, whether they're wound healing they need to fix, or aging, right? So everybody.
When did you decide that this was the business that you want to be in?
It actually started back in I want to say 2010. I was introduced to Mary Kay. Okay. And I love Mary Kay. It was a great beginner to learning how to be an entrepreneur, right? And so I got into that and I would apply makeup and I was good at it. But I felt like a lot of women were covering up their imperfections. And so it just was really, it daunted me. I just felt like there was more that I can do and I wanted to know more. So I ended up going to esthetician school, did my 650 hours, and really understood skin on a totally different level.
Wonderful. So do you work with all skin types?
I do.
I love that too. Because, I've been to, I've worked with makeup artists, people that, as you say, cover up imperfections. And a lot of times they're not used to working with dark skin or how to deal with, we all have the same acne. Just a different reason for it. But you'll hear people say, I don't work on dark skin or I don't work on this type of skin. So you're saying you work on all types of skin.
Yeah, so it's funny because the school that I originally went to was the Skin and Makeup Institute in Peoria, which was actually ran by a Black woman. Now she transitioned to a different, more focus on skincare. But when I went to the school, she was the owner at the time.
Okay.
And so their focus was really helping you learn how to deal with minority skin. But after that, I transitioned to a different school that actually allowed me to learn more about all skincare, like Hispanics, Caucasian skin, everything. And yeah, once I got the training, and mind you, I practice on myself a lot. I am my best guinea pig, right? So I'm always doing things on myself to see, like, how can I maximize, my clients' results, right? So yeah.
What we live in Arizona and it's dry, and I know I'm guilty of it. I don't drink as much water as I should. What are some of the main issues that you see coming into your salon?
Sure. So a lot of the problems that I see is dehydration. Obviously you're exposed to the sun. If you're not using the right products, you're going to dehydrate. If you're not drinking enough water. Then I also see a lot of freckles, moles that stem from sun exposure too. I see a lot of aging because of that as well, especially in our foreheads. That's the biggest giveaway, especially our smile line.
Yeah.
And then, of course, acne, because when something is dry, your skin tends to react. And so I see a lot of acne scarring.
So what advice do you give? I mean, of course, they come in, they see you, but they have to go home and take care of themselves also, so that it's not a repetitive thing. You take care of them, they go home, they do nothing, they come back to you thinking, oh, I'm going to go to Nadjege to fix the problem, but then they go home and they don't do. So what advice do you give them leaving you?
So I'm glad you say that, because that's actually the hardest part. So for those who invest in skincare, it's super important that they get on a skincare regimen. And so for me, I require you to actually book a consultation first. But in booking, you get $100 worth of skincare products. Because I was finding a lot of clients will come, spend the money, and my services start at like over $100. So you're spending money, right?
Right.
And so once they do that and they go home, they go to the drugstore and just buy something. But that's not something that's actually meant for their skin type. And so they end up falling right back in the same, cycle of the issue that they have with their skin. So I get them on a skincare regimen. I can assess to see what their skin is lacking, what their skin needs, and then address the issue that they have and help them with their long-term skincare goals.
Right. I love that, because, a lot of times you go places and you may get you may be just going there, oh, I need a facial. You first off, you go to some of the websites and they just list of facials, and a lot of people don't know what to select, so they go there, have a facial, then they leave there, like you said, and go somewhere and buy some Walgreens or some type of product or something, but they don't know what's in that product to see if it works for their skin type, or if they're not going to have it, like my body is so weird, have a reaction to it. So they don't. So it's worth the money, especially for people like us that's in front of the camera all the time. We're wanting to exude good skin, but it's all about investing in your skin.
Yeah. And do keep in mind that so when you go to an esthetician, they're using products that are medical grade products. So they've been tested, and 90% of the time, they're products that are very potent, right? That are actually meant to address. But when you go to like Amazon or Walmart, you're actually getting the watered down version of products. And so it may have the same ingredients that we have, but there won't be the same potency in there. Like it's not going to be the exact same. So you're not going to get the same type of results as you would if you use a medical grade product, right? So that's the difference. That's why the price range is different too, where you can get something for like $6 at Walmart. This might cost you $30, right? But at least we know if something goes wrong, we can fix it.
But one thing, I have to tell my mama this all the time. Just more isn't always better.
Correct.
Okay, you may be able to use a dab of something and get the same result as putting a big blob in your hand. And I have to remind my mom of that with products all the time. And I find that with people is that they think more is best.
Right. That's not necessarily.
And even though that your product may cost $30, you may only have to use a drop to spread it all over your skin.
And a lot of them come in pumps to help you control how much actually comes out of it. So
right. So you do from head to toe. Well, most of us, when we think of our hair and our scalp, we just think, oh, I'm just going to shower and I'm gonna wash my hair. How important is it for you to do more with your scalp?
So I have this amazing gadget. It's a hydrofacial, right? And I gotta tell you, so most people, when you wash your hair, you just do it for a little bit in the shower, right? It's not actually, you're not needing as long as you need to in order to remove the dirt that's in your scalp. Mind you, some people are using dry shampoo, some people are using just conditioner, and then we have like products that's just sitting on our hair. So a lot of clients are getting hair loss because of it. And so with the machine, it actually allows me to exfoliate the scalp using a vortex suction that like sucks the debris and the dirt out from the scalp, which helps prevent psoriasis and eczema, like all the skin issues that a lot of people have. And the biggest one is shampoo and dry shampoo is what actually causes people to look like they're losing hair when they actually have a nice thick amount of hair. Once you don't have that stuck on your scalp.
Do you find a lot of people using dry shampoos?
A lot.
Really?
When you wear extensions, braids, dreads.
Yes, yes. Oh, okay.
And they don't use it correctly. If you're using dry shampoo, you should be combing it through.
Right.
Obviously, you can't do that
with dreads and braids
and things like that.
Now, you know what? I've never really thought about that people really using it that much. And I guess that's because I don't wear a lot of braids and stuff. So I've never thought about that there's a lot of people that wear braids and dreads and stuff that may be utilizing that to cleanse their hair. So it's just this product that's clumping in their hair
and making their hair look like they're thinning when in fact they might not.
And then not only that, you have the ones that are putting the oils in there also. So you're getting the dry shampoo, the oils. So you get a mixture of a lot of stuff that you're having to cleanse out of there. So when most people come in for, say, the scalp treatment, are they getting the full thing, the scalp treatment, the skin care facials, and all that together? So
a lot of it is separate. Now, if you book the deluxe, which is like a platinum special, I do incorporate the scalp, with exfoliating. But there's two programs. The Caravive is focused more on hair loss. So for those who have hair loss, I can help restore that, right? And then there's also the scalp cleaning, which is what I was talking about, the exfoliating.
Okay, so you brought some media for us to see some of your work today. So let's take a look at that, and you can explain to us what's going on.
So we have my lovely client here today. She wanted to work on refreshing her skin. This was actually her first facial ever.
Oh, okay.
So here, this is her skin before I actually started the procedure. And here you see me performing a hydrofacial. So basically the hydrofacial cleanses, extracts. It has a peel in it, a glycolic and salicylic acid peel inside of it too, that I use on the client. And then here we have her after. So you kind of see her glow. And she may be a little bit red around the lower extremities of her face, but only because the blood circulation has rushed to her skin. So it's going to look nice and plump and beautiful in a couple of days. There's no downtime, no pain. And look at that. That's no filter, no nothing. That's just her face on her own camera.
Right. Beautiful.
Yeah. Flawless.
Yes. Looks really good. Yes, that's beautiful. Very natural. Yes, I love that. And what was this procedure called again?
This is a hydrofacial.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like I said, basically it cleanse, exfoliates with the peel, and then it has the vortex suction. It's the painless extraction that most people are looking for, because when you think of extractions, you think
that's what
comfort.
And that's what most people are concerned about. Also, is their pain level there. So, I love that.
But it's painless, so it's pretty awesome.
So how often would you recommend one of those services?
Hydrofacials, well, it depends because I'm a medical esthetician. I have the medical side of it. So there are a lot of clients who have acne, especially congestion around their nose areas that they need to address, or their body acne. And so something like that, it really depends on how fast you want to go. Do you want to walk to your results, or do you want to run? And so, that's going to be something that we discuss. It might take a few months to get there. But if you're just looking to pamper and you got great skin, then I would say something like once a quarter if you want to, just kind of just keep fresh, and you're using skincare, of course,
Okay. So, could you tell me one of your favorite products and why?
Yes, sunscreen. And I know people think that's crazy. Why do estheticians scream sunscreen? But the reason behind it, especially if you live in Arizona, it doesn't matter what weather you're in, whether it's winter, summer, sunscreen has many components in it. It helps with brightening. It helps with protecting you from the UVA, UVB rays, right? It keeps freckles and moles from forming on your face. Like anyone who's lived in Arizona for more than a year has definitely, if you're not wearing sunscreen, has experienced some type of change in their skin with texture, moles, and freckles forming, right? And then the best part is sunscreen keeps you from aging and protects you from getting more pigmentation in areas. So it does so many things that it should be the main thing that people use on a daily basis.
And there's used to be this saying that Black folks used to say that they didn't believe that they needed to wear sunscreen.
That's a myth.
Yes.
It's a must. When I first moved to Arizona about 20 years ago, I never had freckles. And then all of a sudden I started getting a lot of them, and then I was getting moles growing, and I had to get them surgically removed, right? But you don't have to do that if you're wearing sunscreen. And so since then I learned sunscreen is my friend. And it's actually what has kept me from aging. I'm 41 years old, and most people don't know that just by first glance.
But taking care of your skin.
Yeah, I wear sunscreen every day.
Oh my goodness. So explain what the difference is for a medical esthetician versus an esthetician.
So a medical esthetician pretty much works under a medical director. So when you work under a medical director, you're allowed to do certain procedures that you can't do as an esthetician. So I can go deeper, like I can get in medium depth in the skin. So all my peels, my microneedling, I can just go deeper where an esthetician kind of has to stay on the top superficial layer. I'm also able to, I'm a phlebotomist too, so I'm able to draw blood and do like the vampire facials that a lot of people see, that help restore scalp and also your skin. So there's just more things that you can do as a medical esthetician where, as a regular esthetician, you're still doing the same thing. Your goal is to help.
You're just able to go deeper.
Correct.
Okay. Also, we were talking about, you had mentioned that you had to have moles removed. And a lot of times dark skinned people have skin tags. Are you able to remove skin tags also?
Yeah.
Okay.
Moles, I can do moles and skin tags. If anything is questionable, I'll actually send you to a dermatologist to get their approval first. And then do that.
Okay. I love that. I asked you about one of your favorite products, but I want to know one of your favorite services also and why.
Ew, that's a tough one. Because I like doing a lot of things. Did I wax?
I love how her face lit up when she thought about that.
Yeah, it's hard. I love what I do, and that's pretty obvious. I think my best service is probably going to be extractions.
Okay.
I am, I like it. I love it. From popping pimples to
Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yes, I love all of that, and that's anywhere in the body. So whenever, it's funny because I don't usually have a lot of videos to show of that, because as soon as I see it, I'm already
taking care of it.
Yeah. So I don't actually get the time to okay, let me look and record. But yeah, I think extractions would be my favorite thing to do. It's instant gratification as far as you seeing the results right away.
Right. And it actually feels good too, having that thing removed.
It feels good to me.
It feels good to us too.
I'm not, okay, yeah, and the relief, right? The relief,
yes,
if it's something that's bothering you and it's removed, there's definitely that relief, yeah.
So, as a esthetician, I'm sure you're steady growing and learning. Is there something that you're looking forward to doing next? Is there any new services or anything that you're going to be offering that you're able to share?
Yep. So I am definitely now in. I'm definitely ready now to teach.
Okay.
You know, so I've been doing this for quite some time, and I've got a lot of knowledge. I've learned from the best, you know, and so at this point, I'm at that point where I'm ready to help other estheticians that are coming out of school how to do it, because one thing that they don't teach you in school is actually how to do this on your own as an entrepreneur. Right. And so I kind of want to change that and help people know that, hey, you can definitely make money being an esthetician. I never had a job when I graduated. I worked for myself.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I feel like it would be a great opportunity to teach them how to do that, while also teaching them how to work on all skin types.
Right. Well, you know what? We are an entertainment show, and I loved all the details you had to share. Give me a couple of tools that, as an entertainer, that you would recommend that we do on a daily basis.
Well, I already said sunscreen.
Yes.
But internally, anything that shows up on your face is because you're not taking care of what you need to do in the inside, right? It's detoxing out. And so if you see things on your forehead, or, you know, hormones on this area, the chin area, forehead could be like hair, food, diet, cheeks, all that. So it's taking care of yourself. You should be, when you work out, make sure you clean your face, right? That's the first step. And when you're cleaning your face, you want to make sure that you're doing 2 cleanses. The first cleanse is just to remove the dirt. It doesn't actually clean your face. Right. The second one is actually cleaning your face. And then after that, if anything, I'd rather you put a moisturizer, sunscreen. I do have a combination of the two. For those who, like men, they don't like using too many products. So cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. That right there, if you do that for 4 weeks, you'll see like a big change in your skin. Wonderful. Especially if it's the right type of products.
Wonderful. Where can our audience find you?
Yeah, so I'm Look Better Naked Spa. I am located in Old Town Scottsdale. Most people find me on my website, which is lookbetternakedspa.com.
It was such a pleasure having you here today. And thank you for all the information. And I look forward to seeing you again.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And thank you for joining us here today at Desertwood Days. And we'll catch you next time.